Opponent Dan Newhouse, who joined Democrats to impeach President Trump, I'll be a strong ally for the MAGA agenda. But an even greater honor would be to earn your support. I took an oath to this country when I began my military service, and I kept it. And I'm asking for your vote so I can take that oath once more and serve in Congress as the conservative we deserve.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Drive into summer with a Honda CR-V and Accord. Your fun-to-drive, weekend getaway vehicles. From Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
Meet Fat Beam Fiber, the fastest growing fiber provider in the West. With over 150,000 fiber miles across 150 cities and 8 states, we offer reliable internet and top-tier service to business, government, healthcare, education, and residential customers. From dedicated internet access to wireless backup, our team ensures 99.99% uptime and superior connectivity. Trust Fat Beam Fiber to expand network capabilities and protect your data. Discover more and request a quote at fatbeamfiber.com.
Whitman Hill Winery is proud to support Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown.
Scan this QR code or click contests at applevalleynewsnow.com to vote for your favorite and enter to win a $25 gift card from STCU. From STCU, Les Schwab Tires, and Whitman Hill Winery.
Stacy Lee, KapKVU First Alert Weather. Watch weeknights. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good Monday morning. We are still tracking a ton of fires down in Umatilla and Morrow counties. We'll go ahead and get right into it. We're just going to sweep from west to east here, and we'll start with the Lone Rock fire. This one is now over 100,000 acres. It's 40% contained, but look at this. Still several active fire hotspots that are on the map and that are being detected by satellite. We still do have Level 3 go now evacuations in place for southwestern Morrow County. From the West County line along Buttermilk Canyon to Highway 207, and then from milepost 10 south of Hardman to the South Morrow County line. Now let's slide over to Umatilla County, where we have this Buck Mountain fire. We haven't really gotten much information on this one. 2 acres, who knows what the containment is, and we still have a Level 1 evacuations in place for the Cold Springs Loop area, and you can find these listed online at applevalleynewsnow.com. Now let's move on to some more consequential fires, as we have this Coombs Canyon fire, which is just a little bit above 3,200 acres. Haven't gotten much information on this one, and its counterpart is the Pilot Rock fire, which is now 19,000 acres. But look at this, a heck of a job, as we are now up to 94% containment. Still just some preliminary Level 1 evacuations in place. You can find all of these listed online at applevalleynewsnow.com. Also, that will give you a link to protect.genesis.com, and that's where you can type in your address and you can find out your evacuation zone specifically for Umatilla County. Now let's slide on down to the Battle Mountain Complex, as this one is, I think this is probably the most pressing fire right now. The combined acreage of it is over 30,000, still 0% containment, and we have multiple evacuations with this one still in place. The Level 3 evacuations being UMC 307, 309, 311, 323, and 325. And then the Level 2, be packed, be ready to leave at a moment's notice evacuations. That would be UKI 313. So that is, if that's not all of the city of Ukiah, that's most of the city of Ukiah. Then UMC 319, UMC 321, and UMC 327. So still definitely a life-threatening situation ongoing right now in both Morrow and Umatilla counties. I'll also show you what this is going to end up doing to our air quality coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Right now in Good Morning Northwest, the Battle Mountain Complex fire that started last week is still urging evacuations. We have the latest.
And people woken up by gunshots outside their home. An investigation led by the Benton County Sheriff's Office after a drive-by shooting in Prosser. We have the details.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald, filling in for Jill Sperling this morning. It is Monday, July 22nd.
Another Monday. I wish it was Friday, but it's good enough, right?
Oh, yeah. We had a lot of fun this weekend. We went to the Dust Devils game.
We're going to get to see my pitch again if you missed it last hour. It was not terrible.
That's a lot better than you said at 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, you were like,
You know what? I had to talk to myself, and I'm like, you know what? Be nice to yourself.
Exactly. You did fantastic, so I'm excited to see it again.
We're going to start with your top stories, and we start off with a missing person alert this morning.
The Franklin County Sheriff's Office is looking for a 35-year-old man named Cameron Anthony Schuler. Cameron has been involved in multiple incidents over the weekend, according to the Franklin County Sheriff's Office. Now he's currently wanted for 2 counts of robbery, also assault in the second degree, interfering with the reporting of domestic violence, trespassing, driving with a suspended license, and attempting to elude a police vehicle. He's also wanted for multiple warrants. And if you see or know where Cameron is, call non-emergency dispatch at 509-628-0333. Also call 911 if it is an emergency.
And a fire recap now. Level 2 evacuations for the Pilot Rock fire have been downgraded to level 1. Get ready. Evacuation shelters are still available at the Pendleton Convention Center and at Grant Union High School. The containment is at 94% at last check.
The Battle Mountain Complex fire is still urging evacuations of level 1, be ready, level 2, get set, and level 3, leave now. Currently, it's just under 30,000 acres and is about 2% contained.
Now, the Battle Mountain Complex is a series of fires that started on Wednesday near Ukiah, Oregon. One of the fires, the Monkey Creek Fire, is just over 18,000 acres. The North Fork Owens Fire, over 3,800 acres. And the Snake Fire is about 7,700 acres. Firefighters continue to face rough terrain and have limited resources. A road closure remains in effect for Highway 395 between mileposts 50 through 90, beginning 35 miles south of Pilot Rock. And you can find the updated information on our website and from Umatilla County Sheriff's Office's Facebook page.
On Friday, just before 6:30 at night, the Kennewick Fire Department was sent to the 3700 block of West 6th Avenue for a fire.
One unit at the Governor's Square duplexes was on fire, and according to officials, people in the duplex tried to put the fire out with an extinguisher. It was fully out within 11 minutes of the crew's arrival. The adjoined unit did not get any smoke or fire damage, but fire officials say the 2 who live in the initial unit that caught fire will not be able to stay there. The fire is under investigation, but officials say it appears to have started in a bedroom. Now to a follow-up that we brought to you a few weeks ago.
A car crash involving a 73-year-old woman with 4 teenagers in the car and a second car driven by a 24-year-old turns deadly.
The 73-year-old woman died on Friday, according to Washington State Patrol, and all were taken to the hospital originally.
This happened in Union Gap, with the 73-year-old going eastbound on I-82 at milepost 38, just 1 mile east of Union Gap city limits. The 24-year-old was going westbound when the other car left the roadway and rolled, hitting the 24-year-old's car. WSP says everyone was wearing a seatbelt.
Now, the Benton County Sheriff's Office is investigating a drive-by shooting that happened in Prosser. According to BCSO, deputies responded to a house in the North River Road area after people were woken up to gunshots outside.
A car with a loud exhaust drove quickly out of the area. One of the residents says there is a hole in his bedroom wall from one of those rounds. No one was hurt. Officers with the Prosser Police Department showed up and found 3 rounds that hit the house and 2 that hit cars parked outside.
Also, another drive-by shooting, this time in Pasco. Officers were called to MWM Auto on the 1300 block of A Street Friday.
PPD says they received multiple reports of gunshots in the approximate area. Officers were able to confirm a single gunshot was discharged. Police are asking that if you saw anything suspicious on Friday afternoon, to call them immediately.
And Kennewick police spent more than an hour Friday working to take 3 people into custody.
Police say they found out that multiple people wanted in relation to various crimes were in a house where there might be narcotic activity. You might have seen on-duty SWAT. the Kennewick K-9 unit and drone operators on West 10th Avenue.
The police say they were able to detain everyone inside the home safely, arresting 3 of them. Investigators searched the house for drugs once they got a warrant approved.
Police in Yakima have arrested a man they believe is responsible for leaving people with flat tires for 3 years.
Police say they first started getting reports of people driving over metal spikes called caltrops on West Chestnut Avenue. This was near Summit View Elementary School in West Valley back in 2021. Eventually, police say Homeland Security investigations in Yakima gave them information about somebody in the area buying metal spikes like these.
Officers finally served a search warrant at a home on West Chestnut last week. Police say they arrested 1 person and found evidence at the home, although they didn't specify what.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we have which Democratic leaders are announcing their support for Kamala Harris as presidential nominee, plus what Democratic leaders are planning for coming up next.
Plus, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will have your weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest will be back in just a moment.
Upgrade your home's busiest areas with waterproof flooring built to last. This month, take it off the wish list and get it done. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. Love the home you live in.
Our new orthopedic regenerative medicine clinic with Prosser Memorial Health orthopedic surgeon Dr. Jeffrey B. Higgs is now offering a variety of treatments, including platelet-rich plasma injections to enhance injury recovery, promote healing, and treat pain associated with early osteoarthritis. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Visit us at our new urban wine bar in historic downtown Kennewick. Choose from a variety of wines and food from our expanded menu. Enjoy time with friends old and new. After hours with riverfront views from our shaded patio, we are Mireille Gaston Wine Bar.
Summer is here, and it's the best time of year to get a new zero-turn mower from Husqvarna. Husqvarna Zero Turns can tackle any job with commercial quality and professional performance. Wide cutting decks, high cutting speeds, and durable construction are great reasons to choose Husqvarna. But there's more. Now we're offering new warranties up to 5 years and low monthly payment financing that makes choosing a Husqvarna Zero-Turn mower better than ever. Visit Liberty Lawn and Saw in West Richland or online at libertylawnandsaw.com.
Les Schwab Tires is proud to support Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown.
To vote, scan this QR code or click contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Plus, you could win a $25 gift card from STCU. From STCU, Les Schwab Tires and Whitman Hill Winery.
Upgrade your home's busiest areas with waterproof flooring built to last. This month, take it off the wish list and get it done. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. Love the home you live in.
A lake, a river, and a canal. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Thankfully, our air quality this morning is just mainly moderate. I mean, we are seeing some air quality that's unhealthy for sensitive groups down in southern portions of Morrow and Umatilla counties, but other than that, just some moderate air quality. Let's show you what happens to the smoke over the next couple of days with our smoke forecast. And as we put this into motion, you'll see that the smoke and the haze is going to be pretty finicky for today, especially immediately downwind of some of those fires in Umatilla and Morrow counties. But into the late afternoon to early evening, that's when we start to see winds gusting out of the west, and that's going to push a lot of the smoke out of our viewing area. But still, the foothills and the blues definitely dealing with the biggest impacts from the smoke. And into tomorrow, we'll start to see some of that thicker smoke starting to creep back into those areas. But for the lower Columbia Basin, for the Yakima Valley, for the Kittitas Valley, for the Cascades, air quality looking much better tomorrow as opposed to today. Okay, temperatures right now in the 60s and 70s. It is very warm out there for this time of the year and for this time of the morning. A little bit later today, we're going to end up right around 100 degrees in the Tri-Cities, which is going to place us at about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. Thankfully, we have some much cooler weather that's on the way, and I'll show you just how cool we're going to be by the end of this week. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In political news now, New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is endorsing Vice President Harris for president. Also endorsing Harris is Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg. Buttigieg released a statement that said Harris is the right person to take up the torch and defeat Donald Trump. AOC released a statement on social media that says she pledges her full support to ensure Harris's victory in November. She went on to say that it's crucial for the Democratic Party and the country to unite to defeat Donald Trump and the threat to American democracy. Just days ago, AOC had warned it would not be an easy transition to move from President Biden to Vice President Harris, but she is now on board with the move. AOC is one of at least 60 House members who came out in support of Harris on Sunday. And at least 27 of the 51 Senate Democrats also say they're endorsing the vice president for the Democratic presidential nomination. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, a warning from the CDC about a deadly listeria outbreak. We've got the details. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
Car wreck, I'm here to help you.
His caring and supportive nature created a bond, and he shares that with every client he has.
Stacy always says really good things about me.
I got T-boned at an intersection. Ended up having a back injury. Mariano got me about 50 times more than I thought I was going to get.
I did my best, and she got way more than she expected.
Can't thank Mariano enough. I mean, he is the guy.
Call 853-2222.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, West Richland, Hermiston, Road 68 in Pasco, and at the new location on West Court Street in Pasco. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at all 6 locations. Get the lowest prices on the largest selection of vape mods, classic to tropical vape flavors, batteries, cigars, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. Don't waste time in other places. Go to Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Need to refresh a room in your home? Yep, this one. Well, right now, you can get a look you love and save big during the anniversary sale at Furniture Row. Best of all, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. You'll also find huge savings on living, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. Or get 60 months, no interest financing. Honey, we're going to Furniture Row! The anniversary sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Choice Student Checking. Open yours today at any Yakima Federal Savings and Loan.
Next DT, our exclusive with Grammy host Trevor Noah.
That's like the most selfish reason I do it.
And why he may call in a favor from pal J-Lo.
You just have to do it.
Next DT.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Next Live. Ryan Reynolds from Deadpool and Wolverine.
Give me a hand up. Nope. I'm actually okay. Thank you very much.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at applevalleynewsnow.com and our mobile apps.
Welcome back. A warning about a deadly listeria outbreak tied to deli meat. In a health alert from Friday, the CDC says 2 people have died and at least 28 others have been hospitalized in 12 states. Health officials say most people who got sick reported eating deli-sliced turkey, liverwurst, and ham. The CDC says it's still investigating which types of meat are to blame. The timeline of the listeria outbreak stretches from May to earlier this month and involves multiple grocery store delis. There are no reports of illnesses from pre-packaged deli meat. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, it's a movie that came out this past weekend and it's been doing pretty well in the box office. When we come back, we look at how the actors in the movie Twisters prepared for the role, so keep it here. We will be right back.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider. So switch to Spectrum and get a powerful network that connects nearly 500 million devices.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with free modem, no data caps, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee when you level up to a gig. Call 1-855-735-1336 or scan to call.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming with the most reliable internet speeds. Get a powerful network that millions of customers rely on. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with 99.9% network reliability, no added taxes or hidden fees, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee. Call 1-855-735-1336.
Call now.
I'm Jared Sessler, a Navy veteran, job creator, candidate for Congress, and I approve this message. It was a great honor to receive President Trump's endorsement, and unlike my opponent Dan Newhouse, who joined Democrats to impeach President Trump, I'll be a strong ally for the MAGA agenda. But an even greater honor would be to earn your support. I took an oath to this country when I began my military service, and I kept it. And I'm asking for your vote so I can take that oath once more and serve in Congress as the conservative we deserve.
Bring your thunder.
A little hot here.
For the storm down under.
All the guys aren't here for the right reasons. Shut up, everyone.
If you think this is not the place that you should be, then you need to get out.
New Bachelorette tonight on ABC.
Whitman Hill Winery is proud to support Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown.
Scan this QR code or click contests at applevalleynewsnow.com to vote for your favorite and enter to win a $25 gift card from STCU. From STCU, Les Schwab Tires, and Whitman Hill Winery.
Communist China poses an economic and national security threat to America.
And Dan Newhouse is the leader in Congress fighting for our security.
Dan stood up to Communist China and wrote the bill to stop them from buying up American farms and ranches.
And Dan's working to secure the border and stop the flow of deadly Chinese fentanyl through Mexico and into our communities.
Where Joe Biden fails us, Dan Newhouse fights for us.
I'm Dan Newhouse, and I approve this message to stand up to Communist China and to secure our border.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is a very hazy and yucky looking morning out there on this Monday morning. That view was coming courtesy, well, that was a view of Kennewick. Let's go ahead and show you what happens a little bit later this morning and a little bit later today with Futurecast. You saw that little blip that skirted out of here pretty quick. That is our shower and thunderstorm chance for today. Mainly before lunchtime, mainly around the foothills of the Blues and for the Blue Mountains, but elsewhere we can't rule out a stray very light sprinkle, but the rest of the day should be dry. It's also going to be hot as we have a heat advisory that is still in place for the Yakima Valley, also for the lower Columbia Basin and for the foothills of the Blues. And this runs until 10 p.m. this evening, as our highs for today are still going to be about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. So we'll be just shy of triple digits for the Yakima and Kittitas Valleys, right around 100 for the Tri-Cities, and just shy of 100 for the foothills of the Blues. It'll be hazy for today. The worst air quality is going to be immediately downwind to some of those fires in Umatilla and Morrow counties for sure. And of course, it will also be breezy for today. Winds gusting out of the north and west for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, out of the south and west for the rest of us, between 20 to 50 miles per hour, with some of the fastest wind gusts being in the Kittitas Valley. For tonight, the winds could still gust between 20 to 45 miles per hour. It's still going to be the Kittitas Valley that'll see the strongest of the wind gust. Overnight lows falling into the 50s and 60s. Will be cooler into Tuesday, and look at this, overall cooler over the next 7 days. Actually, some below average temperatures for Thursday and Friday by about 5 degrees. And we will be tracking some more thunderstorm chances, although nothing too substantial, nothing really jumping off the page. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. We'll have our last day of triple digits for a while after today, and then better air quality for tomorrow, maybe some 80s into Thursday and Friday. For Yakima, we'll have a small shower chance for this morning, pretty dry for the rest of the forecast period, and much cooler by Thursday and Friday. For Hermiston, breezy by the river over the next couple of days, lots of sunshine ahead, much cooler by the end of this week. Then for Walla Walla, a decent chance of thunderstorms for this morning, more air quality impacts into tomorrow, and hopefully the cooler weather will help out with firefighting efforts in the foothills and in the mountains.
Thank you, Josh. It's now time for some entertainment news, movie news specifically.
Yes, we're talking about the movie Twisters, the movie about tornadoes.
One of my favorite weather phenomenon, and get this, the actors learned from meteorologists to prepare for this role. David Daniel has today's Hollywood Minute.
We got PhDs from NASA, FEMA, and Kate, she's the smartest person I know.
The huge opening weekend success of Twisters may have been due in part to the star's preparation for the tornado flick, one star in particular.
Daisy's the greatest student I've ever seen. The amount of notes and preparation, and we went to the National Weather Center, and she knew more than some of the meteorologists there already. She came so ready for this character, and it really shows on screen.
Here's a blast from the past. It's been 30 years since Beastie Boys' Ill Communication hit #1 on the Billboard 200. Fans can celebrate with 2 limited editions of the rap classic out Friday, a 3-LP deluxe edition based on a rare limited run from 2009 that's long been out of print, and a cassette, yes, cassette, of the original album. Time to dig out that old Walkman. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Have you guys ever seen the original Twisters? Like the old one?
I think our boss often shows us clips of it.
Wait, like Aaron?
Yes.
Oh. That's really funny, but I went to Universal Studios one time and there was a ride for Twisters for the movie, and I was really excited for it. It sounded so cool, like a roller coaster, and you get in there and it's just like a stage and just things just blow over, and it was the biggest disappointment ever. So that just reminded me of that because it was just a funny ride. But
if there's a ride based on Twisters, I feel like it should be like
that's what I was saying. It should fling me off into the wall. No, not really.
Well, I have seen it because I think it's a rite of passage if you're a meteorologist to watch it. So there you go.
And you liked it?
I did.
This one looks like it'll be really good. I still have not seen it and want to see it, so hopefully soon. Well, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6:30, the Tri-City Dust Devils had a busy weekend, so we got to attend the game on Saturday, and I had the chance to throw the first pitch. To see how I did, keep it right here. We'll have that video in just a few minutes.
Also coming up, we are currently in the 90 most dangerous days of summer for driving. When we come back, we hear from WSP the 4 main reasons for traffic deaths. We'll be right back.
Okay guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah. It's a huge deal. You also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Did you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
Get 4 free phones of your choice with no trade-in needed, plus 4 lines for $90.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started. Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,850 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Take good care of you, Bruce Heating and Air.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction. Some bath remodels just cover up water damage. Fact. Bathfitter inspects and cleans your current tub area, and we make any necessary repairs before installing our product for a watertight fit. Bathfitter installations are built to last, with a lifetime warranty to fit your expectations. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
I have worked with Senator Curtis King for the past 2 years, and I know how much he cares about the constituents in his district. He is well respected by both parties. He is results oriented, and he works very hard for the district.
We got to elect Curtis King. He has a proven record. We're very lucky to have him as a representative in the Senate.
There is no better candidate for the job than Senator Curtis King.
I'm Senator Curtis King, and I'd appreciate your support. Thank you.
It's Ultraviolet Safety Month. Remember, UV causes skin cancers. During summer, always wear sunscreen with an SPF of at least 15. More at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Les Schwab Tires is proud to support Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown.
To vote, scan this QR code or click contests at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Plus, you could win a $25 gift card from STCU. From STCU, Les Schwab Tires and Whitman Hill Winery.
A lake, a river, and a canal. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
So the heat was out with a force to be reckoned with this weekend, but that did not stop us from getting out this weekend to see the Dust Devils and, of course, to cheer on our very own Jessica Jalal.
The Dust Devils, and then I got to throw the first pitch at the game on Saturday, and this is how it went. So you're about to see it pop up on your screen. Oh,
Here's
boy.
the walkout.
Okay.
You have the ball.
You know,
you still have it, right? It got signed.
Yeah, I still have it. My first baseball ever. It's pretty exciting.
Here's the throw.
You know, there it goes. Okay, promising.
In the
rolls
right
over
direction.
there. Woohoo! That's enough for me. I said I was going to be nice to myself, so you know what? You could see me embarrassed, put my head down,
You did fantastic. And what was your prep work like? How did you get?
I had no prep work. My fiance kind of gave me a little brief rundown on how to throw it just before, like 5 minutes before, and I'm like, okay, I think I got it.
And you crushed it.
I think so. I want to do it again. That was a lot of fun. And you're going to have to do it again, or soon, not again, for the first time. Are you excited?
I am, because I played baseball growing up.
Okay, so you got it.
Other people peaked in high school or college. I peaked in like 7th, 8th grade. The height of my little league days.
Love it. And it was a hot day out there all, Saturday, the entire weekend. Is that going to continue? I know the answer is yes.
It's going to be hot, but not as much. And like y'all said, well, kudos to y'all for not letting the heat stop y'all from going to the game, because it did stop me. I was not going to be out there when it was that hot. But it's not going to be nearly as hot for this week. Thank goodness for that. Okay, here's a live look at the Columbia River. It is hazy out there for this morning, and we'll continue to track haze over the next couple of days, really for the foreseeable future. As long as we have these fires burning down in Morrow and Umatilla counties, we're going to continue to see smoke, at least down that way, but definitely some haze for this morning in the Tri-Cities. Temperatures are very warm this morning, 60s and 70s across the map, so I'm not thinking many of us at all will need a jacket for this morning, and if you do need a jacket, it would be a very light one at best. A little bit later today, of course, it's going to be all t-shirt weather. We're going to be up around 100 degrees in the Tri-Cities when it's all said and done. So here's the bottom line for the forecast, as we'll see very small thunderstorm chances for this morning, also for Wednesday. Overall cooler for this week. We'll see some haze and smoke, again impacting us for the foreseeable future. But back to the thunderstorm chances. The potential for lightning will happen over a very energized atmosphere for fires. I'll show you some of that data coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. And we start in Pasco, where a piece of equipment tipped over in a construction zone on Interstate 82 near Road 100 on Friday. We're told that happened because the machinery was top heavy.
Washington State Patrol Trooper Chris Thorson says no one was injured, but it did cause a traffic jam. Right now, we're in the 90 most dangerous days of summer for drivers, which is June, July, and August. Trooper Thorson says there are usually 4 main reasons for traffic deaths.
No, it leads to summertime collisions or fatalities. Number 1 is DUI, driving under the influence of alcohol and drugs. Number 2 is reckless or speeding high over the speed limits. Number 3 is distracted driving. And then number 4, at nighttime here locally, people seem not to wear their seatbelts.
Of course, it's not just cranes and crashes that are slowing people down. We're also in the middle of a big renovation project that's impacting traffic across the Blue Bridge.
And more construction coming to West Pasco. Starting today, the city of Pasco will be making improvements at the intersection of Burns Road and Broadmoor Boulevard. The upgrades include curbs, gutters, sidewalks, and a new traffic signal.
Now, this construction will last through mid-December of this year, and while it's happening, the intersection will operate as a four-way stop until the traffic signal is up and running. And this is all part of the broader Broadmoor Corridor project. Just a few weeks ago, the new loop ramp was completed at Broadmoor, and there's a lot more planned for the project.
More than 1,000 flights in and out of the U.S. were canceled on Sunday as airlines continue to struggle with software problems. That's according to flight tracking website FlightAware.
On Friday, airlines and other industries suffered from a worldwide IT outage that had lingering software effects. About half of Sunday's flight cancellations were Delta Airlines, and on Saturday, more than 2,100 U.S. flights were canceled total. 1,200 of those were also Delta flights. In a follow-up now, the Washington State Supreme Court is asking for feedback about the Office of Public Defense.
The Washington State Bar Association is proposing new rules that would drastically cut down the number of cases that public defenders could take. WSBA says we need a change because public defenders are so overworked that new lawyers aren't willing to get into public defense, and current public defenders are quitting. The offices of public defense in Benton and Franklin counties have warned they are already pushed to the limit, and the new rules would overwhelm the court system.
The state Supreme Court is deciding whether to accept the proposed rule change. If you would like to weigh in, you can send your thoughts to supreme@courts.wa.gov. That's any time between now and the end of October. And we have that link and much more information about this growing concern up on our website. That's applevalleynewsnow.com. Also, it's Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown. It's still going down, where we're looking for the top place to eat in our area.
32 restaurants made it through round 1, so now it's time for you to vote for the Sweet Delicious 16 in round 2. You can scan the QR code on your screen now to vote on your mobile, or click on contest at applevalleynewsnow.com and select Restaurant Showdown to vote on your laptop or desktop.
After voting, be sure to enter to win a $25 gift card from STCU. 24 winners will be chosen in a random drawing at the end of the voting from all who enter. So remember to enter each round that you vote in for more chances to win. And you can check it all out at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, wondering how your weather is going to look for this week. Josh Colbreth will have your forecast when we come back.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at applevalleynewsnow.com and our mobile apps.
Upgrade your home's busiest areas with waterproof flooring built to last. This month, take it off the wish list and get it done. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. Love the home you live in.
Walla Walla Regional Airport, the gateway to your next vacation. As spring and summer travels approach, plan your flights through Walla Walla Airport. We offer free parking, and we have 2 Alaska flights to Seattle daily, making your travel easy and convenient. Take the time off, explore the world, and create memories that will last a lifetime. Walla Walla Airport, your connection to your next vacation. Book today. AlaskaAir.com, your destination awaits.
At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we've got you covered. We offer a variety of buildings and sheds that come with a 5-year limited warranty, free delivery, and setup. Whether you're ready to custom create your space or just need extra storage, we're here to help every step of the way. All in-stock buildings can be delivered within 7 to 10 days and custom builds in 3 to 4 weeks. So what are you waiting for? Find your perfect building or shed today with Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds in West Richland.
You know the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? Well, it doesn't have to be an apple. Wellness looks different for everyone. It looks like this, and this, and whatever this is. It's really that simple. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, where do I sign up for this? All that matters is you're taking a step towards a healthier you, inside and out. Find your Apple.
I'm Jared Sessler, a Navy veteran, job creator, candidate for Congress, and I approve this message. It was a great honor to receive President Trump's endorsement, and unlike my opponent Dan Newhouse, who joined Democrats to impeach President Trump, I'll be a strong ally for the MAGA agenda. But an even greater honor would be to earn your support. I took an oath to this country when I began my military service, and I kept it. And I'm asking for your vote so I can take that oath once more and serve in Congress as the conservative we deserve.
Upgrade your home's busiest areas with waterproof flooring built to last. This month, take it off the wish list and get it done. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. Love the home you live in.
Next DT, our exclusive with Grammy host Trevor Noah.
That's like the most selfish reason I do it.
And why he may call in a favor from pal J-Lo.
You just have to do it.
Next DT.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Next Live. Ryan Reynolds from Deadpool and Wolverine.
Give me a hand up. Nope, I'm actually okay. Thank you very much.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is a pretty warm / balmy morning out there for most of us. A little bit cooler up in some of the higher terrain of Kittitas County, 50s and 60s for Snoqualmie Pass and Cle Elum, but already up into the 60s and 70s for Ellensburg and Vantage. You're going to see a lot more of that throughout the rest of this forecast. Also 60s and 70s for the Yakima Valley, 72 officially in Yakima, and it's also 60s and 70s for the lower Columbia Basin, 73 for the Tri-Cities, 75 up towards Hanford, 72 for Hermiston, and then for the foothills of the Blue Mountains, also 60s and 70s, a pair of 74s for Walla Walla and Milton Freewater. Now a little bit cooler up in some of the higher terrain of Meacham and Ukiah with 50s and 60s, but you get the gist. Most of us are already warm at 6:40 in the morning, and a little bit later today it's going to be hot, as it will be up around 100 degrees in the Tri-Cities. Will be about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. And given that will be so hot and dry and windy, we'll have to track the potential for fires to start and spread quickly for today. The fire fuel energy compared to historical percentiles up into the 95th percentile for Kittitas and Yakima counties, up into the 99th percentile for the lower Columbia Basin, and also up into the 99th percentile for the Blue Mountains. So fires could start or spread very quickly for today. But thankfully, this situation is going to be helped out by some cooler weather on the way. I'll tell you just how cool we're going to get by the end of this week. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. And speaking of the heat, in the United States and around the world, extreme heat causes more deaths than any other natural hazard or extreme weather event.
Juan Gutierrez is the public health nurse and clinic supervisor for the Benton Franklin Health District. He says when it comes to triple-digit heat, check in on your neighbors and loved ones, especially those in high-risk groups.
Individuals in our lives, like maybe our elders or our neighbors who are younger, they may not tolerate the heat as well. So it's really important to call and check in on your neighbors, or just do a friendly visit if you have a good relationship with the elders in your life or the people within your neighborhood, to make sure that they're doing okay.
And if you don't feel comfortable checking on your own, you can always call law enforcement or ask a friend to go with you.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, it's time to introduce you to this month's Volunteers Count winner.
So that's right. When we come back, we'll meet the founder of a small animal rescue that has dedicated her life to finding care for exotic small animals.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. Amazing offers on the best-selling trucks in America for 47 years. Don't wait. Get the deal you can't miss. Lease a 2024 F-150 STX Super Crew for just $399 a month. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Drive into summer with the rugged Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Summer is for exploring, so get outdoors, kick up some dust, get muddy, or just find that perfect campsite. All from Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
Need a new furry pal? It's Operation Best Friend from Apple Valley News Now. Each Wednesday, we'll feature lovable pets from area shelters wanting forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Windermere Group 1 and Apple Valley News Now.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now, the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
Tiffany Smiley is not who she says she is.
Tiffany Smiley started a PAC claiming to raise money to support conservative candidates, but contributions were funneled to pay off her own $1 million campaign debt.
Of the almost $800,000 she raised, only $24,800 went to candidates. Instead, Tiffany used the money on luxury travel and to try to pay off her massive debt.
Tiffany Smiley deceived her donors. Don't let her deceive you.
I'm Dan Newhouse, and I approve this message.
I have worked with Senator Curtis King for the past 2 years, and I know how much he cares about the constituents in his district. He is well respected by both parties. He is results-oriented, and he works very hard for the district.
We got to elect Curtis King. He has a proven record. We're very lucky to have him as a representative in the Senate.
There is no better candidate for the job than Senator Curtis King.
I'm Senator Curtis King, and I'd appreciate your support. Thank you.
Whitman Hill Winery is proud to support Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown.
Scan this QR code or click contests at applevalleynewsnow.com to vote for your favorite and enter to win a $25 gift card from STCU. From STCU, Les Schwab Tires, and Whitman Hill Winery.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. Amazing offers, like the Built Wild Bronco family. Get the deal you can't miss. Lease a 2024 Bronco Sport Big Bend for just $369 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
A lake, a river, and a canal. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Welcome back. Apple Valley News Now and STCU love recognizing volunteers in our community that make a difference.
So this month, our Volunteers Count winner is Dee Sama, the founder of the nonprofit Little Lives Small Animal Rescue. We got to surprise Dee with a check from STCU for $1,000 that'll go towards the organization. Take a look. And we will get that video back up in a second, having some technical difficulties, but we will take a look at what's coming up on Good Morning America first.
In this morning's GMA First Look, how you can save money by banding together to buy in bulk. At big box stores like Costco and Sam's Club, families are joining forces, splitting up bulk grocery purchases to save on their spending. Marissa Verna splits bulk items in her grocery cart with her sister Jill.
I don't need 40 bags of this toddler snack. Do you want to go halves on it? And I'll just send over 20 bags for you and I'll keep 20 bags and vice versa.
When you split it between a couple people, that price becomes a lot less.
New government data shows grocery prices are stabilizing after rapid increases the past 3 years. But the typical family is still spending about 11% of its disposable income on food, the highest level in 3 decades. Coming up at 7 a.m., how you can save even more on your grocery run. With your GMA First Look, I'm Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
The darkness of bipolar depression made me feel like I was losing interest in the things I love. Then I found a chance to let in the light.
Discover Caplyta. Unlike some medicines that only treat bipolar 1, Caplyta is proven to deliver significant symptom relief from both bipolar 1 and 2 depression. And in clinical trials, movement disorders and weight gain were not common.
Caplyta can cause serious side effects. Call your doctor about sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks in young adults. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Report fever, confusion, or stiff muscles which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements which may be permanent. Common side effects include sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, and dry mouth. these aren't all the side effects.
In the darkness of bipolar 1 and 2 depression, Caplyta can help you let in the light. Ask your doctor about Caplyta. Find savings and support at caplyta.com.
Now, the morning sprint.
It's now 6:48. It's time for your 6 o'clock morning sprint.
Starting with political news, President Joe Biden made the announcement yesterday that he is no longer seeking re-election. He put his support behind his running mate, Vice President Kamala Harris, to be the Democratic nominee.
New York Congresswoman Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg also announced their endorsement for Harris.
The Democratic Convention Rules Committee is set to meet Wednesday to discuss the next steps in the nomination process.
The committee's co-chairs announced Sunday that they will work on a, quote, open, transparent, fair, and orderly plan.
In your business headlines this morning, as airlines continue to struggle with software problems, flight cancellations continue with more than 1,000 canceled on Sunday.
And that's according to the flight tracking website FlightAware. About half of Sunday's flight cancellations were Delta Airlines flights, and on Saturday, more than 2,100 U.S. flights were canceled.
Delta Airlines announces it is putting a pause on the rules for unaccompanied minors until Wednesday. This comes after the global tech outage.
And the airline says unaccompanied children who are already booked on a Delta flight will not be able to travel, and they've asked that no new flights be booked for them. And we go now to your health news. The CDC is warning the public about a listeria outbreak tied to deli meat after 2 people died and 28 others are hospitalized in 12 states. Officials say most people who got sick reported eating deli sliced turkey, liverwurst, and ham.
The CDC is still investigating which specific type of meat. However, the timeline of the outbreak stretches from May to earlier this month and involves multiple grocery store delis. There are no reports of illnesses from pre-packaged deli meat.
Experts say now is the time to start preparing for students to head back to school. This by visiting the doctor and getting kids up to date on immunizations. Dr. Jen Brohl with the American Academy of Family Physicians says vaccines can take weeks for protection to develop.
However, vaccinations will vary by age, and one of the latest concerns is measles, as 167 cases were reported in 24 states this year alone. Dr. Brohl also recommends parents start thinking about protection against flu and COVID-19. In your sports news now, WNBA star Brittany Griner and her wife Cheryl welcomed their son on July 8th. The Phoenix Mercury star player revealed the news on Friday.
The couple first revealed they were expecting their first child on social media in April. This before heading to Paris for the Olympics in the coming week, and Griner will still play for Team USA in Saturday's WNBA All-Star Game.
Here are the 5 top local stories that you need to know this morning.
So we start off, level 2 evacuations for the Pilot Rock fire have been downgraded to level 1. Get ready. Evacuation shelters are still available at the Pendleton Convention Center and at Grant Union High School. The containment is at 94% at last check.
The Battle Mountain Complex fire is still urging evacuations of level 1 be ready, level 2 get set, and level 3 leave now. Currently, it's just under 30,000 acres and is about 2% contained. Reminder, you can find all of the updated information on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.
The Franklin County Sheriff's Office is looking for a 35-year-old man named Cameron Anthony Schuler. Cameron has been involved in multiple incidents over the weekend. He's currently wanted for several charges and multiple warrants, according to the Sheriff's Office. So if you see or know where Cameron is, please call non-emergency dispatch at 509-628-0333. And the Benton County Sheriff's Office is investigating a drive-by shooting that happened in Prosser. This was at a house in the North River Road area. One of the residents in the area says there's a hole in his bedroom wall from a gunshot. Nobody was hurt. Prosser police found 3 rounds that hit the house and 2 that hit cars parked outside.
And now to another drive-by shooting investigation, this time in Pasco. Officers were called to MWM Auto on the 1300 block of A Street on Friday. PPD says they received multiple reports of gunshots in the approximate area. Officers were able to confirm a single gunshot was discharged. Call PPD if you know anything.
Yakima police arrest a man they believe is responsible for leaving people with flat tires for 3 years. Police say they started getting reports of people driving over metal spikes called caltrops back in 2021. Then Homeland Security investigations gave them information about somebody in the area buying metal spikes like the ones used. Officers served a search warrant at a home on West Chestnut Avenue last week, and police arrested one person and found evidence at the home, although they did not specify what. Now to trending news this morning. Trending is Hello Kitty.
Interesting. So the Senior Vice President of Marketing and Brand Management at Sanrio said on TV on Thursday, said that Hello Kitty is not a cat. Hello Kitty is not a cat.
I don't believe it.
And that she's actually a little girl.
Huh. Thoughts, Josh?
I mean, it's not Hello Girl. It's Hello
Right?
Kitty.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
Now,
Okay.
this was revealed back in 2014 with the company saying she is the personification of a cat, but the topic has gone viral again since the comment Thursday.
So the VP went on to say that Hello Kitty weighs 3 apples and is 5 apples tall. You know, because humans, we measure in apples, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a metric unit, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen this on the internet. People are
I have
angry
posted about this myself.
You posted.
She's a cat. Like, she's got whiskers. She has the little cat ears. I mean, no one thinks she's a girl. And personification of a cat,
No, that's
no,
a cat.
it's a no for me, dog. No.
Definitely a cat.
And I guess all her little friends also are not animals. There's like, the dog-looking one. There's the Melody bunny-looking one. So I guess they're all
really
humans.
Makes you think.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. But something that's not weird is our weather. It's on brand, right? Just heat because it's summer.
Yes, and it's better compared to last week, at least in terms of the temperature, but the air quality is probably going to be worse because we have all the fires burning right now in Morrow and Umatilla counties. You're already seeing plenty of haze up in the sky this morning in Tri-Cities. This is our Health First camera, and also we're tracking a little chance of some showers or thunderstorms for today. It's going to be quick hitting. Pay attention to this area on Futurecast. Poof, you see by 12 p.m. it's all going to be gone. So the best chance for thunderstorms today is going to be in the foothills of the Blues, also for the Blue Mountains, although we can't rule out a stray shower or two for the Tri-Cities or for the Yakima or Kittitas valleys, excuse me. A little bit later today, it's going to be hot. It's why we have a heat advisory still in place for the Yakima Valley, Lower Columbia Basin, and for the foothills of the Blues. This runs until 10 p.m. this evening. So for today, we're still going to have highs that'll be about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. Most of us will end up either in the 90s or triple digits. Of course, the worst air quality today is going to be in southern portions of Morrow and Umatilla counties, just based on their proximity to all their fires. And then winds today will gust out of the north and west for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, but out of the south and west for the Lower Columbia Basin and for the foothills of the Blues, between 20 to 50 miles per hour, with the strongest wind gust being in the Kittitas Valley. So again, the setup is conducive for fires to start and spread very quickly. And then for tonight, temperatures will cool off into the 50s and 60s. A lot of the haze is going to get pushed to the foothills of the Blues and the Blue Mountains proper. And then overall for tomorrow, air quality should be better. See, temperatures are going to be better, much more average. And finally, some below average temperatures for Thursday and Friday for a change. And also we're tracking some little shower thunderstorm chances for Wednesday, another one for Sunday, but nothing too substantial at this stage of the ball game. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. We'll have our last day of triple digits for a while for today. Better air quality tomorrow, and then 80s for Thursday and Friday. For Yakima, we'll have a small shower chance for this morning. Dry for the rest of this forecast period. Much cooler by Thursday and Friday. And then for Hermiston, breezy by the river over the next couple of days. Lots of sunshine ahead. Much cooler by the end of the week. Then for Walla Walla, a decent chance of a thunderstorm for this morning. More air quality impacts for Tuesday, and hopefully with some of this cooler weather will come along some better containment of these fires for the foothills and for the mountains.
Thank goodness for 80s and 90s coming up.
I know, it's getting cooler. Woohoo. Well, thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find the latest on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America is coming up next, and we'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5.